Alright, for this trick, everything seems to be in order. This is a very well shuffled deck. There's nothing wrong with it. The only problem is that up here near towards the top, we got the 4 aces, okay? So I'll go ahead and take and lay those down real quick. Got the ace of spades, hearts, diamonds, and spades, okay? Now, when I was in high school, I went to a magician's convention, okay? And I wasn't too much into magic then, but they were in town and it was something to do, so I went with some friends. And I saw this booth of magicians arguing over the best way to find the ace. And I walked by and they said, "Hey, why don't you go ahead and tell us which way is best?" And I said, "Okay, okay." So first magician, he takes the cards and he sets them up like this. Says, "Watch as I take the ace of clubs and I just get it lost in here." Gone. And I said, "Alright, fair enough." Takes the ace of hearts like so, and he's just losing these aces. And says, "Just watch as they all do disappear into the deck." And I say, "Okay, fair enough, they are gone." So what he does is he says, "Alright, here's how I like to find the ace. What I like to do, I like to spread them out and have an indicator card appear." See right there, that 7? What that 7 does is tells me exactly where my my next card is. In this case, the ace of clubs. So ace of clubs, 7 cards down. So he counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there the ace of clubs was. And I was pretty impressed. I said, "Well, good job." Gave the deck to the second magician. He said, "No, that's way too slow. I like to just have my ace magically appear." And there it was indeed, the ace of hearts. He just fanned it out and it was there. So I was pretty impressed with that. I thought that was pretty cool. So 2 down, 2 to go. And this third magician, he said, "Well, I like to spell. So I'll go and spell the ace of diamonds out for you and have that appear." So he says ACE for ace, OF for of, and then diamonds. DIAMONDS. And there it was, the ace of diamonds. Now that was pretty impressive, I thought. So he took this, sat this off to the side, handed this to me, like I knew what to do, and he said, "Hey, why don't you go ahead and why don't you tell us which the best way is, the easiest way?" And I said, "Alright, alright. I like that first way, we'll try that out, see how that works." Thought I'd spread it out, indicator card would appear. Nothing, nowhere in the deck. So they were laughing at me, I was pretty embarrassed, so went ahead, "Alright, second guy, you just made it appear, right? Well, little magic wave, that should appear, right?" Fan it out, no ace. So I'm wondering where this ace of spades is in this deck, what it's even doing. And I said, alright, fair enough. We'll just spell it out. I mean, that seems to work every time. So ACE for ace, OFSPADES. And the ace of spades did not appear. It was the ace of hearts. So, or the 8 of hearts. So we stuck that there, and they were saying, "Alright, come on, come on. What's the best way to find the ace?" And I said, "Well, I'll tell you what. I like to find the ace my own way, really. I kind of like to just separate the cards into 2 piles and see if I can't feel for where the ace is." And they were looking at me pretty crazily, probably as you are now, saying, "What? You can't feel for the ace? You can't feel the cards?" And I said, "What? No, no. I'm thinking it's not in this pile. I feel like it's still in my hand." So I went ahead and just did this little up-down motion, as I like to call it, the up-downer. And I just did this, and I'm trying to feel for where the ace is. And I was getting pretty close here. I thought, yep, still not in this pile. It's got to be in my hands now. It's got to be getting real close. So I went ahead, did that, and yep, it was in my hand now. So definitely, it's there. So I did this one final time, and said, "Yep, alright, here we go. I'll tell you what, guys. Your guys' ways was pretty good, but I'll tell you what I like, the magic flick and having the ace just appear. That's kind of like how I like to do things." So I stuck that there. And, I never really played poker in high school. I don't really play it now, but I asked them, "Have you ever played poker?" They said, "Yeah." I asked them, "What's that best hand you can get?" And one guy told me that the best hand that they can get is a royal flush. And I said, "Well, that's odd because right over here I've got a royal flush of spades, and I don't think you really get much better than that." And that's the trick.